For this grammar lesson, we will be talking about 8 parts of speech. We have nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. So these are the 8 parts of speech in English. But first, we will be talking about nouns. What is a noun? A noun is a word that names a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. So these are examples. Nouns of a person can be an uncle, doctor, baby, Anna, Maria, or son-in-law, and so on and so forth. Nouns of a place can be kitchen, mountains, it can also be a park, London, in Philippines, and so on and so forth. Nouns of a thing can be an apple, a cell phone, or a paper, and so on. Nouns of idea can be respect, pride, peace, love, appreciation, and so on and so forth. So those are examples of a noun. But nouns can be singular or plural nouns. How is it possible then? So we have a rules, no? A singular noun, we are talking about one person. So we do not add s here. Whereas plural noun, we are talking more than one person. So through this, we add s or es to make a noun plural. So these are rules in forming nouns into plural. First is by adding es. How is that possible? So nouns ending in s, ch, sh, x, or z, we add es to form plural noun. So example, church. It became churches. So as you can see here, the word church ends with ch. So the rule is that if a noun ends with ch, we add es. So from church, it became churches. So we add es at the end of the word. Next is dish. So since the noun word ends with sh, so according to the rule, if the nouns end with sh, we add es. So from dish, it became dishes because we add es to make it plural noun. Next is box. So the word box here ends with x, right? So according to the rule, if it ends with x, we add es to make plural noun. So from box, we add ex, it became boxes. Next is buzz and buzzes. So as you can see here, the word buzz ends with z. So according to the rule, we need to add es. So from buzz, it became buzzes. So that's how nouns became plural noun from singular noun. Next is adding s. So simple. Words that do not end with s, ch, x, or z, just simply put s. For example, bag, bags, student, students, book, books. So those are some of the words that do not end with those things such as s, ch, x, or z, we just simply add s. Next is we have for nouns ending in y preceded by a consonant, change the y to I and add es. What does it mean then? For example, mystery. As you can see, the word mystery ends with y. So since the word ends with y, according to the rule, if it ends with y preceded by a consonant, meaning to say, pag sinusundan siya ng consonant, iti-change daw natin yung y into I, then we add es. So from mystery, it will become mysteries. Why? Because we change y into I, then we add es. Bakit siya? Because, diba, as you can see, ang sinundan ni Y is consonant, letter R. So, pwede natin siyang i-change si Y into I, then we add ES. Another example, baby. So, as you can see, the word baby ends with letter Y, right? Ang sinundan ni Y is letter B. Is letter B a vowel or a consonant? Yes, it is a vowel, consonant. So meaning to say, the letter Y here, we can change it into I, then we add ES to make it plural. That's why it became babies. But how about if the noun ends with Y, did not preceded by a consonant? What will happen? So for example, our noun is toy. So we have toy. So as you can see, the word ends with Y. But look at, ang sinundan ba ni Y is consonant? Hindi, vowel siya. So with that case, we do not change Y and add ES. Instead, we just add S. Next rule. For most nouns ending in F or FE, change the F to V and add S or ES. For example, half. So, the word half ends with F, letter F. So, according to the rule, we need to change the F to V, then we add S or ES. So, change the word F to V, it became halves. Next is wipe, the same thing. Since the word ends with FE, we need to change that word or that letters FE into V, then we add S or ES. That's why from wife, it became wives. Next is irregular plurals. So we have irregular plurals. Examples, child. Child, we did not add S, we did not add ES, we did not change the letters at the end. Instead, it changed the spelling at all. For example, from child, it became children. Woman, it became women. And another example, it could be man, it could be men to men. So those are example of irregular plurals. The word is changed at all. We do not change at the end of the letter. So we have a quiz. Write the correct plural form of a noun. So we're talking about plural. So number 1, we have girl. 2, switch. 3, hobby. 4, life. 5, man. I'll give you 2 minutes to answer that one. You can post this video, then try to analyze the word, how to make it in a plural form. So these are the answers. From girl, it became girls. Switch, switches. Hobby, hobbies. Life, lives. Man, men. So these are, so you, if you got the correct answers, then probably you have mastered it already, or perhaps you have understood what is the topic all about. So through this, in order for us to learn the singular and plural nouns, I guess we need to practice doing it. We need to practice reading nouns that needs to have plurals para at least, diba, we might not be mastered with that, but at least we can be used to it. So there are kinds of nouns. We have common noun and proper noun. How these two differs. So first, when we talk about common noun, it is the general name of a person, place, thing, or an idea. Unlike proper noun, it is the specific name of a person, place, thing, or idea. So examples: person, artist. So the common noun, since we are talking about the general name of a person, so artist. what could be the specific name of an artist? We have Michelangelo. So, Michelangelo is an artist, right? So, that's the specific name of an artist, meaning to say, we know who the person we are talking about, who is the person we are talking about. Kapag common noun, hindi natin alam kung sino yung tinutukoy natin kasi general name. Pero pag proper noun, alam natin kung sino yung taong tinutukoy natin. Kung alam natin kung anong bagay yung tinutukoy natin. Yan yung proper noun. Next is uncle. Bakit siya common noun? Alam ba natin kung sino yung uncle na tinutukoy natin? Hindi. So that is a general name of a person. That's why nasa common noun siya. Now, pag proper noun, dapat alam natin kung sino yung uncle na tinutukoy natin. That's why it could be Uncle Mario. So, since nagkaroon na siya ng Mario, name of a person, Uncle Mario, alam na natin kung sino yung taong tinutukoy natin. So that's why it's a proper noun. Poet. So, alam ba natin kung sino yung poet ang tinutukoy natin? Hindi. So, that's why nasa common noun siya. Pero kapag alam natin kung sino yung poet na tinutukoy natin, that is a proper noun. From poet, that's Maya Angelou. How about place? Country. So, we do not know what country we are talking about. Kung anong country ang tinutukoy natin. That's why it's common noun. Kapag alam natin kung anong country, Philippines, that is a proper noun. Park. Alam ba natin kung anong klaseng park? Hindi. So that is a common noun. Kapag alam natin park, which is Jose Rizal Park, that is a proper noun. How about a thing? A thing, vehicle, alam ba natin kung anong klaseng vehicle ang tinutukoy natin? Definitely not. So that is a common noun. But if we know what kind of vehicle we are talking about, that is a proper noun, which is a jeep. How about a play? Do we know what kind of play is it? We know. So that is a common noun. But if we know what kind of play is that, Romeo and Juliet, that is a proper noun. How about next is idea. So, religion. Do we know what kind of religion we're talking about? So, we do not know. So, that is common noun kasi hindi natin alam kung anong klaseng religion. Pero kapag alam natin kung anong klaseng religion ang pinag-uusapan, which is Judaism, we can probably say that that is a proper noun. How about movement? Do we know what kind of movement we are talking about? Definitely not. So that is a common noun. But if we do know what kind of movement is that, for example, romanticism, that is a proper noun. So again, kapag common noun, we are talking about common noun, general name of a person. Hindi natin alam kung sino or ano ang tinutukoy natin. But if we are talking about proper noun, we know what kind of person, what kind of thing we are talking about because it is the specific name of a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. Next is concrete noun. When we talk about concrete noun, a concrete noun names an object that occupies space or can be recognized by any of the senses. Like for example, sight, smell, hearing, taste, touch. We have this: air, stone, aroma, heat, table, chair. So those are some of the examples of a concrete noun because these examples can be able to recognize by our senses. But if we do not recognize it, that is abstract noun. Because abstract noun names an idea, a quality, or a characteristic. So, example, we have attitude, loyalty, sadness, love. So, all those names that prescribe with an idea or a quality or even a characteristic of a person or a thing, that is an abstract noun. All those ideas, that is abstract noun. So we have a quiz. You are going to tell whether the word is concrete or abstract. You can post this video in order for you to answer it and analyze it directly. So these are the answers. Melody is Melody is concrete, happiness abstract, book concrete, joy abstract, air abstract. So those are the answers. Now, you are going to tell whether the word is proper or a common noun. Again, you can post this video in order for you to answer this. So these are the answers. Language is a common noun. Orange, a proper noun. Orange, we are talking about here, it can be a fruit or a color. Diba? Bakit common noun? Bakit language is common noun? Alam ba natin kung anong klaseng language ang tinutukoy? Hindi. So that is common. Orange, alam natin kung ano ba yung orange. It can be a fruit. It can be a color. So alam natin kung anong color, alam natin kung anong klaseng fruit. So that's why it's proper. How about number 3, province? Do we know what province we are talking about? Hindi natin alam kung anong klaseng province. So that is common noun. How about teacher? Alam ba natin kung sino yung teacher na tinutukoy natin? Hindi. We do not know who and what kind of teacher we are referring to. That's why that is a common noun. How about English? Yes, very good. English is a proper noun because we know what kind of language we are talking about. So that is. So we have also possessive noun. A possessive noun shows possession or ownership. Again, possessive noun, it shows possession or ownership. If we talk about possessive noun, we add an apostrophe and s if the noun is singular. But we add an apostrophe alone if the noun is plural. Again, if we talk about possessive noun, there should be an apostrophe and s or apostrophe itself. For example, singular possessive, the kitten tail. Again, going back to the rule of a possessive noun, if it's singular, we add apostrophe and s. So the kitten blank tail. So since the kitten is singular, we add apostrophe then s. So it became the kitten's tail. So that's why it became possessive. Next is the wife speech. So the same thing, since the wife is singular, so we add apostrophe and then s. That's why it became the wife's speech. Last one, the story villain. So since the word story, the noun here is a singular, so we add apostrophe then s. That's it. But how about if the noun is plural? So for example, the kitten's blank tail. So as you can see, the word here, the noun, is plural because it has s, right? So if that would be the case, then we just simply add apostrophe. So we just add apostrophe at the last. That's it. How about the wife's speech? The same thing, no? Because the noun is plural, we add apostrophe. How about the story's villain? So the word here, stories, is a plural, so we add apostrophe to make it plural possessive. That's the rule. Okay? But take note, if the plural noun that does not end in s, add an apostrophe, add s. For example, if the children blank books. So the word children, the noun here, which is children, is already a plural, right? But it does not end with s. So what we're going to do is we simply add apostrophe and add s. The children's book. Okay? Though kahit plural si children, kahit plural pa si children, still mag-a-add tayo ng apostrophe and s. Bakit? Hindi naman po siya nag-end ng s eh. Children is plural but it does not end with s. So that's why we add apostrophe and s. Another example, the women blank trophies. So the same thing with the first example. Women is already a plural but it does not end with s. So what we're going to do is we add apostrophe then s. So let's have a quiz. Rewrite each phrase using the possessive form of the noun in parentheses. So you can pause this video in order to answer it. So these are the answers for each number. Chef Lorenzo recipe. So the parenthesis is Lorenzo. So Lorenzo is a noun, right? Is a noun, it is singular. So it should be Chef Lorenzo's recipe. We add apostrophe and s. How about number 2, the book's titles? So the parenthesis is books and it is plural, thus end with s. So meaning to say, we just simply add apostrophe at the end. So it became the book's titles. How about the women bank? So the noun here is women and it is plural, right? But it does not end with s. Sabi nga, di ba, kapag plural siya pero hindi siya nag-end ng s, we add apostrophe s. That's why it women's. Women apostrophe s. How about number 4? Alfonso job. The apostrophe is Alfonso. Is it singular? Yes, it is singular. So meaning to say, we add apostrophe and s. How about number 5? Mr. Sim's accident. So with this case, Mr. Sim's accident, the word noun here, Sims, is singular. Singular noun. And it ends with s. If this would be the case, then we simply add apostrophe at the end. Okay? Mr. Sim's accident. That's it. So that would be the end of nouns. So I hope you learned something about what is noun and what kinds of noun.